No.
Majic Mike in that mix. Majic Mike YouTube series over the Zoom. And check my brand new show. It's called The Majic Show from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Live 89 FM, and also repeats on Saturday from 12 to 2. Big ups to everybody at Live 89 FM. Brand new show, brand new season, brand new phase. And we got our first guest. We got my man, Mega Sean, all the way from Toronto, Canada. What's going on, my G?
Wagwan.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Majic Mike's missing that part. He's missing Wagwan, my Wagwan. So, Mega Sean, man, you're not old to the game here up in Canada. We got a lot of audiences right now in America. We got Canadian. We got everybody worldwide now. We're worldwide. Now, Mega Sean, you have this brand new project called Hiphop 101. And yes, I just told you before the interview, I think it's the best project that's came out of Canada for this year. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you could take 4 years in a row, you're hearing the same repeat. All the good tracks were, you know, kind of hidden. But this one right here, for some reason, you know, the algorithms of Instagram made everybody see this. You know that. You probably say, how come this thing popping so much? You know?
I know. I did not know that. But I'm glad that happened. Because I'm not internet savvy. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not internet savvy. I'm a street hustler. That's what I do. So I'm trying to figure out this internet game, but, you know, to get my music out there on the line. But my music's in the streets. You know, I'm not in the street. I'm in the streets.
Okay. I hear you. You know what I mean? There's a saying, like, you know what I mean? You're not in the street, but you're on the street. You're not on the street, but you're in the street. So, Mega Sean, you know, you're born and raised in Toronto, Mississauga. So tell us a little bit about how you got into hip-hop and, you know what I mean? And when you did get into hip-hop, how was the scene out in Toronto, and how has it changed from then to now?
I'm going to be honest. My pops owned a club, Club Caribbean. First man to bring Shabba Ranks to the country for a show. So that was at Dundas and Dixie in Saga City. Back then, Saga City was the club district. Toronto did not have a club district when I was 10 years old. It was Mississauga. I'm talking about California Dreams, Ocean 11, Club Caribbean, Superstars. There was all these clubs in Mississauga, and that's where people were going. And my pops had one of the poppin' clubs back then. But Mississauga was more racist than the world knew, and all the clubs got shut down. And then the club district went downtown Toronto. But that's how I got into music. I was always on All Ages Night, Fridays. I was selling pops and chips behind the bar with my pops. And that's how I got into music. That's how I was introduced to Public Enemy through my dad's club, because they're supposed to come perform there. And then I can't even talk about these conspiracies. Let's just say I was set up to make hip hop look like the club was shot up, but that's not really what the real story was. You know, you could say like, isn't
that funny? Isn't that funny that now it's like you want the club to be shot up? That's what they want now, right? But back then we weren't doing that. They would have to make up stories. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe they
would shoot it up themselves. That's the whole. Police would shoot up the clubs, and then say hip hop shooting in the newspaper. Real talk. That's what was going on up here. But the black kids didn't have guns back in the 80s. Up here, where were we getting them from? It was just a narrative that they were pushing. You know what I'm saying? We had laser tag guns, but the police would shoot all the kids that were playing laser tag in the parks up here, and the news would never hear about it. And that's why when America starts talking about, hey, police are shooting, I was like, this has been happening where I live my whole life. They're shooting kids left, right, and center and covering it up. But that's how I got into music. How I got into hip hop, walking into the cafeteria at a high school, and we had a party. It was a high school party they were gonna have after school, and the DJ was setting up backstage, and he dropped OPP, and I was like, what was that? And everyone was like, that's a new song called OPP. And that once I heard those pianos kick in, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. They're like, hip hop, yeah. At that time, I'm more a Belle Biv DeVoe type of, you know. But then Naughty by Nature caught me. And then I was like, you know what? I think I need to. Then DOS Effects caught me. And then when DOS Effects was rapping, and then I was listening to their lyrics, and they weren't saying anything, but it sounded really cool to me. That's when I said, all right, I could do this. because I know I could say more words than somebody saying no words. And that's when I said I could do this, because DOS Effects was so cool to me, but I didn't understand that some of the sentences weren't making sense. But it sounded hard, and it was cool, and they were raw, and they're rugged. I was like, you know what? I could put rhymes together. And now that we don't have to make complete sense, I started coming in, and that's what made me start rapping.
So yeah, that's very interesting what you were just telling me, man. Like how you know they like to set things up and how you got into hip hop. Naughty by Nature, big ups to Vinny. We had him on the Magic Hour, my older show. We don't have that no more. But yeah, my brother, you know what I mean? That's to hear that as one of your tracks to inspire you. It's amazing. You can still play that track OPP right now, and it's still valid. You know.
Then as time went on, I realized KRS-One is the most sensible, and his performance was. I was like, you know what? This is what perfectness is to me as an MC. So I started to watch KRS-One, and I started to, implement him. And I was like, you know what? This is the teacher became the teacher to me. And then I drifted towards Redman being my favorite. So it was KRS-One and Redman who I was mostly influenced by.
You like the lyrical. I could see that. Like,
yeah, but you know what? Funny enough, Tory Lanez inspired me to be versatile, because Tory Lanez is a sick rapper, and he grew up around in the same neighborhoods. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was a hard rapper. And then when he switched, I was like, what is he doing? But when he switched it, that's what worked for him. And it's funny when I see people try and go at him, and they don't know this guy's a lyrical guy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I wouldn't try it because they think he's an R&B guy. So I was like, you know what? I guess that showed me. Don't be afraid.
That's a secret weapon right there.
It's like I'm not afraid to do any kind of music anymore. Now it's like this is how Hip Hop 101 came about. I was working on a musical album, not a hip hop album. It was I call it a masterpiece of music in a group called M. As you can see my hat, my wife. And J Vision, that's the guy that makes my videos and my beats, and my wife, Ms. Tula. We are M, right? And we were working on an album, and we were mastering it. We were one song away from finishing it, and my producer said, you know what? Hip Hop 101 doesn't fit on the album because it's so hip hop. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, and neither does On the Good Foot, Sneakerheads. I was like, these songs are too hard to fit on the album. I was like, so what are we going to do with them? I wasn't quite sure. So as I was in limbo, waiting to finish another song on this masterpiece of an album we were working on, I made West End because I was bored. Straight up. One of my friends from high school made a beat. And I was like, I like this. And I made it, I rapped on it, one verse, and called it West End. And then I posted it on Instagram. And then Jadakiss liked it. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? And that's what made me say, you know what? Since he liked that, let me make a whole album around this. I put Hip Hop 101 and On the Good Foot on it. And I recorded that album in 3 weeks. Just because I was like, I might as well make a hip hop album since Jadakiss liked West End verse. And I made Hip Hop 101 in 3 weeks because the album I have coming out after this, as under M, is a masterpiece. But if you think this album is dope, I'm very pleased, and I did the right move. It's great, but I can't wait to get to the next project. But for now, it's all about Hip Hop 101.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hear this track right here, Hip Hop 101, and tell me who produced this beat. And again, you know, I mean, this is a dope track.
Hip Hop 101?
Yeah, Hip Hop 101, the track.
That is J Vision. J Vision. He makes all my videos, every single video I've ever done. He's the same guy that made all the beats. J Vision, except for West End. That was made by Concept, Brendan Wong. But the whole album is made by J Vision.
All right, let's check.
He makes the videos also.
Let's check that track. Let's check that track right now. Hip Hop 101 by Mega Sean, right here on the Majic Show. Brah! And we're back. You know what I mean? Hit my Instagram, Majic with a J, Majic Mike 7725. Hit my email, Majic again, Majic77725 at gmail.com. Send me your tracks. You know what I mean? Make sure they're edited, you know, clean. Regardless of what platform anybody's on, I think the track should be clean because you never know who's listening, right? So let's talk about West End now, okay? And your wife is on this track. Let's talk about this connection with you and your wife because you guys are both amazing lyricists. You guys, you know, compliment each other on this track. Well, on any tracks that you do. But let's talk about West End right here. You know what I mean? The beat is hard. And it just, you know, this is the track right here that told me this is the album or the project of the year coming out of Canada. Right here, right here. Reminds me of Roxy Shantae, some Roxy Shantae type of thing. You know what I mean? With the beat too, it's deadly.
Oh man,
Tell us a little bit about this.
My wife it never ceases to amaze me. You think she could rap? Don't wait till you guys hear her sing on the new album. But we'll get to all of that.
What is Toronto? What has Toronto got so much talent? Like we got Tory Lanez who could rap and sing. You know, somebody could do a little melody.
You know why? You know why Toronto has so much talent? Because nobody wants to let anybody blow up here. Mm-hmm. So everybody's keeping each other back. So we have to be that much better, because we all think that we're not that good until we leave Toronto, because it takes us, I think it's the hardest place to make it. But because it takes us so hard to make it, when we finally get out into the world, everybody's stuff is already polished because everybody's here's hating on everybody. That's what it is. It's crazy. That's what makes Toronto artists so dope, because nobody's letting us get out.
Yeah, man, that's interesting. I know they don't want us to come out, especially, you know, I don't want to say names, but a certain Canadian right now has got a little problem. You know what I'm saying? And I know his family and done business with them and things of that nature. And yeah, my brother, you know what I mean? It's like right now we're the hot seat right now. Even in Canada, we got Canadians, you know, dabbing after other Canadians. It's like right now, this is the hotbed to be. Everybody wants to be here right now. You understand? I'm telling you right now. And I want to ask you about the Black Lives Matter and this COVID-19. Like, how have you been handling this? And I know you're a strong black man. You speak about that in your lyrics. Not too many people do. A lot of people forget who they are and where they're from. You know what I mean? And, you know, I got to hand it to you, brother. You're a breath of fresh air, man, especially coming out of Toronto. Man, how you handle the Black Lives Matter and the whole COVID situation?
Well, at first, I did a couple songs dealing with the issues. Like I said, I'm so desensitized to it by now, because when we in Mississauga, we've been growing up watching this stuff happen all the time since I was 10. Police harassing me and my pops because he owned a club. They come to my house and slap me in my face when he wasn't home. Just I've been dealing with this, so it's nothing new. So all we can do is stand up. Don't let people push back on you. Like, we're dealing with this systematic racism, Black Lives Matter, my whole life. This is not, now that the world's dealing with it, it doesn't change my outlook. I've been dealing with this my whole entire life. COVID-19, I've been dealing with it. I live with my wife in our house. I make music with her. So it's been fantastic. It gives me more time with my wife. For some people, it makes them more cranky. I love my wife. We make music together. It's fantastic. You know what I mean? I'm not worried. It gave me, if it weren't for COVID, I wouldn't have been able to make Hip-Hop 101 in 3 weeks.
You know, some people can't, you know, some people got a lot of divorces. You know, I can't stand my wife, man. I found out how she was, man. Like, damn, she snores. She eats cheese.
My wife, see, the whole thing about my music, when I got married to my wife, the first year was great, but I had something was missing. I let go of music for a year because I thought I can't do music and go on tour. If you've ever been on tour, you know it's groupies. It's like I thought that I wouldn't be able to handle it, put so much strain on my marriage, so I had to give up music. And it left me hollow inside, but I loved being married. And then I said, I have to find a way to implement my music and my marriage. And then once we figured it out, I said, okay, my wife is in law school. She just finished law school in September. So now we're good to go, like full steam ahead.
So how can they get a hold of you, your social media? How can they watch your music videos, and how can they download this beautiful Hip Hop 101? And the track we heard before was called Hop 101, not Hip Hop 101, Hop 101. But how can they get a hold of you?
No, it's Hip Hop 101.
Oh, Hip Hop 101. Okay, that's what it says right here on the tab. That's what, came through. All right, well, whatever. Hip Hop 101. How can they get a hold of you?
It's probably zoomed up. That's all. No, it's Hip Hop 101. Yeah, it's Hip Hop 101.
Okay,
they can get me on Instagram, Mega Sean Music, or Miss Tulip on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Mega Sean. All social media is Mega Sean Music, actually.
Okay.
They can get the album on Spotify title. It's all by The Heresy. That's my crew, The Heresy. I started a label back in the day with Northside Sound called Northstar Heresy, and the crew is still The Heresy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, Mega Sean, I want to say to you, thank you so much for coming on. You're we got 3 guests on for this brand new show, and it's an honor to have you on. And let me tell you something. My peeps over at Live 89 FM, if you just scroll over, go follow on Instagram, Live 89 FM, and you can go to our website, www.live89fm.com. And we're also on Roku, and it's the sister station of Shady 45 and Sirius XFM. And I don't want to say anything else, but we're just linked up. And we appreciate you coming on, Mega Sean. Everybody's tuned in right now. The staff, we got a lot of majors that are, trust me, brother, you tuned in right now, and they're loving this. So, anything else you want to say to the world right now, Mega Sean? Anything you want to say to the peeps that are tuned in, that are watching on my YouTube channel. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share Majic Mike YouTube series at Majic Mike. Or just type up Majic Mike, Magic with a J. But yeah, anything last you want to say to the world right now, especially the way the world is with all this ruckus, all this violence,
I need everybody to go join that page, _M__music on Instagram. That's _M__music on Instagram, because that is where the new project's going to be popping off. Right now, go listen to Hip Hop 101 on YouTube. Check out the album on Spotify, and stay true to yourself. Make sure you're having fun. Mega Sean, I'm glad I made it. Hip Hop 101.
All right. Let's check out this track, West End. Mega Sean and your wife, I want you to say her name official because she means a lot to you.
Miss Tulip. It all starts with M. Mega, Ms. Tulip, M for the music, M for the movement.
All right. Here is West End by Mega Sean and Miss Tulip right here on the Majic Show. We'll be right back after this. All right, Mega Sean, this part right here is for YouTube, right? So Mega Sean, real quick, the violence in Toronto, you got 2 minutes. How can we stop the violence in Toronto? How can we work together as a community? And how's it affecting, even yourself?
You know how to stop the violence in Toronto? Make every bullet a G note. Change the laws. Make every bullet a G note. That guarantee you less people are getting killed. 1,000%. It's as simple as that.
There you go.
If every bullet costs $1,000, there would be less shots. Switzerland has the most guns and they ain't killing nobody. You know what I'm saying? They have the guns. Have your restrictions. You know why people are killing each other? Because it's set up to people to kill each other. You don't get it twisted, man. The guns couldn't flow if there's somebody on the inside letting it flow.
Are those your last words?
Yeah, it's like the violence in Toronto has to stop. And people need to meditate more. Little X has a meditation thing that help people, Operation Prefrontal Cortex or something. If they have the police and people joining things like that, but make bullets more expensive so it's not accessible. Stop making this so accessible. And stop telling us lies like we don't know where it's coming from. Who's making them? Who's making them? What, you think we are?
No, even some of the poor countries. I know your background's Jamaican. We should have just brought that up. I don't know why we didn't, but even in Jamaica, we don't even make the guns. My parents are from there, and it comes into barrel, it comes into all kinds of stuff, even up somebody's butt. You know what I'm saying?
And how you know how tight the airports are?
Oh man, can I tell you something? I'll tell you how tight the airports are in Toronto. When I got back into Canada, and the doors opened up, right, to go in, I had a dog jump on me. I was scared shitless. They do that purposely, right? Because then after the dog jumps on you and you're sweating profusely, then the dog starts going at you. But I didn't sweat. I was like shocked. You know what I mean? That's a good tactical. You know what I mean? That's good though, eh? You scared the shit out of you and your heart's pumping.
A whole bunch of tactics, man. But hey.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we don't want to talk about those tactics.
I wish the world is a better place. Everybody should stay positive. You don't need to kill each other. You know, we can all work together and have fun. I don't know. It's the same amount it takes to frown is the same energy it takes to smile. So I always choose to smile. I don't want to beef with anybody.
I'm going to put you on the double screen. All right. My brother, thank you so much. You know what I mean? For coming on to the Majic Show / Majic Mike YouTube series. All right, my brother. I'll see you soon.
I appreciate you, brother.
Of course. I've had you on before, right? Yeah, I've had you on before. Yeah. This is a little different.
And I'm gonna be on again. Trust me.
Are you gonna be on? You're gonna be on over and over and over. You know what I mean?
Trust me.
You know what? What's gonna happen? You know, sometimes when we got guests on, you know, some of the DJs at Live 89 FM, you know, I'm pretty sure that, you know what I mean, we'll see what's popping right here. You know what I mean? We'll see what's popping, you know, with this one here.
Done now.
All right, my brother. All right, my brother. I got you 100.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too. So that was Mega Sean, you know what I mean? Right here on the Majic Mike YouTube series and the Majic Show, right? I'll see y'all next time, you know what I mean? Peace.